So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for episode number 13 of the FIFA 19 Wolves career mode here. Now, that may be an unlucky number, but last time we weren't so unlucky at all, so I don't want to give anything away. If you haven't seen the last episode, there'll be a link in the top right of the screen. You've got a couple of seconds to go ahead and press that, or just get off this video if you haven't seen the last one. But we were in the Carabao Cup final, up against Manchester United, and we managed to win some silverware in our first season, and really the first chance of asking as well. But the season doesn't exactly stop there. We might have got some silverware in our back pocket, but it's time to focus now firmly on the future. We've got 4 more games in this one. Home against Cardiff, away against Chelsea, then an FA Cup quarter-final tie against Arsenal, and also Burnley in the Premier League as well. Now, after what happened last episode, I suppose it's no real surprise that the goalkeeper, Rui Patricio, was voted your player of the episode, obviously making a few crucial saves in that penalty shootout, and obviously that one from Chris Smalling that in the end won us the tournament outright. And I guess for that reason he is a worthy winner of player of the episode. He gets another 3 points. Ruben Neves was second place in that vote. He is now well on his way towards getting a second potential boost potentially in the next transfer window, and third place and 1 point for Renato Sanchez in that vote. So time for game number 1 of this episode, home against Cardiff. They are bottom of the table I think going into this one, which is kind of lucky because we've got a lot of stamina issues, so hopefully we'll be able to beat them with a slightly second string side. So the two sides step out onto the pitch then here at the Molineux. It's a very rainy and dismal Molineux. Hopefully the fans won't be too dismal after this game, because as you can see, with the top scoring team in the league, we'll be hoping to add to that. Anyway, we're going to kick off here. It's one final opportunity for certain players to make a name for themselves in this series. Raul Jimenez pretty much is that man that I'm talking about. Even Leander Dendoncker, who's been really poor. It'll go through to Bennett on the other side. That's a great ball there, through to Camarasa. The ball in, dealt with very, very well there by Sancho, I think, comes into the box again, bouncing around, and it'll go out for a corner. Good block there from the combination of Cody and Dendoncker to deny Bobby Reed, but Sancho chests it down for Johnny Otto. Back into Sancho again. Now out wide here for Jimenez, back into Johnny Otto. This is a great move so far, and Moutinho almost finishes it off, but he hits the outside of the post. That was really, really good passing play. Not had much in the way of run making from Jimenez or anyone else, but thankfully we've got some now here from Morgan Gibbs-White, who cuts inside. Still Gibbs-White, lays it off for Raul Jimenez, and he blasts it straight at Smithies. The angle was tightening there. Moutinho to swing this one in towards Dendoncker. That is cleared off the line really well by Bennett again. Doherty needs to do better there. He hasn't done. Hoylett with the shot. Deflected, I think, but fell kindly to Patricio regardless. Oh, Dendoncker, no. Dendoncker, no. This is Bennett in a dangerous position. What a save from Patricio. Harris here, ball in there towards Patterson. He's done well to turn his man. This is Hoylett, Doherty there, or Doherty even, with the block. Again, Dendoncker. I hate having to single players out sometimes, but Dendoncker was on the floor for that move, wanting a free kick, and you can't do that as a centre-back, especially when you're under pressure at the time. Harris here into Rawls. That's blocked by Cody. This is into Bobby Reed with the first-time shot, and Patricio does really, really well to tip that one over the bar. Cardiff looked really threatening. We could genuinely lose this game, I'm not going to lie. Clipped over there. Morrison with the first-time ball in. Rawls there with the header. I don't know how that ball even came into the box, but it's harmlessly wide. Gives White here out wide for Johnny Otto. This is João Moutinho. There's a man over. It's Jadon Sancho if he can be found. It's on to Jadon Sancho! What a goal! What a way to win a football match, and what a way to get your first goal for the club, with an incredible finish to light up an absolutely dismal game of football. That is absolutely brilliant. What a goal on the volley! João Moutinho with the assist, Sancho with the perfect volley into the top corner. If we win this game because of that, 2 minutes from time, oh my goodness me, I will be buzzing my tits off. That is absolutely brilliant. What a goal. Here come Cardiff though with Bobby Reed, ball in, dealt with by Doherty. Moutinho's gone towards it. Harris with the overhead kick. No centre-backs around to mark him. I'm on ultra defensive and my centre-backs didn't even fancy marking the main striker, but what a way to win a game that I was getting extremely bored of by the end. 1-0 is the scoreline, but what a first goal for the club from Jadon Sancho. What a way to score it, and what a time to score it as well. João Moutinho was the man of the match. If I'm going to be brutally honest, I didn't think he was that amazing, but I mean, the game's given it to him because he got the assist. Jadon Sancho, though, was the winner of the game in terms of getting the goal. He got an 8 rating overall. Gibbs White also impressive. Johnny Otto and Doherty as well. Game 2 coming straight up for you now. We're away from home at Stamford Bridge here to face Chelsea. This is going to be a very challenging game indeed. We're back to the full complement with most of the players having decent stamina, barring Samaseku, who was still a little bit tired from that game. There's the main man, Joseph Martinez. Haven't seen anything from him, obviously, in this episode. He didn't play the first game. He goes into this game with 20 goals across the season. We're trying to make it 21 here against Chelsea. Worth noting, we're obviously playing top of the table right now. They were top of the table when we played them earlier on in the season, and we ended their hopes of an unbeaten season. Neves has done well to win that one in the centre of the park. Now this is Adama Traore. Still Adama Traore. Martinez is ahead of him. Here is Joseph Martinez in on goal, and he's put it past Kepa Arrizabalaga, and inside 7 minutes we're ahead here against Chelsea. It had to be Martinez. Adama bursting through. David Luiz doesn't track his man. Martinez clean through on goal, opens his body up, and he just simply isn't gonna miss from there. Because Martinez is just that guy. Martinez is that guy. He's in that form where you can't stop him, and he's been in that form since the start of the season. Here's Memphis Depay. Got Mbabu and Dendonka for company. He's done really well to get past both of them, and a big challenge from Willy Bolly there. He had to get that one right, but that was a cruncher. Ball in, not dealt with by Adama, and on the volley, Alex Tellez there testing Patrizio. Thankfully for us, though, straight into the Portuguese goalkeeper's hands. Lovely ball there from Vinagre to find Jota. He's managed to keep hold of the ball. Martinez, Neves, Martinez again. Renato Sanchez here out wide. There's Adama Traore and a good block from Alex Tellez at the other end. Here's Joseph Martinez trying to work some space. He's found Diarra Samaseku. That was a thunderous effort from Samaseku. How did he get them that much power on that? Great save regardless from Kepa. I feel like I didn't do him justice with the save, but Samaseku was finding the top corner there spectacularly. This is Darbo. Good ball there into Drinkwater. Finds Kante. Over now towards Eden Hazard. What a save from Patrizio. Feel like he didn't really know much about it. I think it hit him in the chest, actually. And they're making a change. Eden Hazard is coming off. Oh, Chelsea, why? Barkley, they're passing it around at the moment here at Chelsea. Barkley almost loses the ball, but he's got through still. Great strike from him, but it hits the woodwork. So unlucky and so close from Chelsea. Alex Tellez has got a chance to get the ball back into the box. Barkley does so in towards Jorginho, but the looping header is over the bar. That's inside there for Neves. Moutinho over towards Renato Sanchez, and that's a good strike again, but saved once more by Kepa Arrizabalaga. Now, you're going to have to bear with me here, folks. Massive recording blunder. I really apologise. During the course of the Chelsea game, it's going to sound so cliche, my footage started not working properly. So I stopped the recording, closed down my software, and then went back to put it on again, and then apparently I didn't click start recording again. I know I did, so I don't know if I accidentally clicked it twice or something, but regardless of that, the end of the Chelsea game is gone. As far as I'm aware, nothing changed from what I was recording, so it stayed 1-0 in that game. I've started the Arsenal game, we're 10 minutes in, nothing's happened in that either, and I didn't do anything in between, so the only thing I've missed is the end of the Chelsea game, and I really apologise for that. So a slightly slapdash way of doing this is the team that was chosen for the game. You can see Gibbs White, Sancho and Cody are the only people coming in for this FA Cup clash. It's the quarterfinals, a win here and we'll be into the semi-finals of the competition. Once again, a massive apology. I don't know what happened. I genuinely thought I'd started recording again, but I can't go back. Anyway, back to the action after my absolute massive cock-up. I can't believe I've done that. I've literally never done that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. That is one way to concede a goal, I guess. The assist is us. I think the assist is Jadon Sancho. He's won the ball back, just played it into the middle of the park. I did not see him coming. I don't know whether I'm blind or what, but I did not see El Neni coming. I thought that was just going to be a simple ball into Willy Bolly. Okay, fairs. I mean, they're not exactly camouflage, are they, these Arsenal kits? They kind of stand out a bit against the turf. We are 1-0 down in probably the most disappointing fashion possible. Sanchez there finds Johnny Otto. That might just fall for Sanchez again. Doesn't, though. This is Mkhitaryan. Bramall there through towards Aubameyang, and that's 2-0. And this could be a very uphill task from here. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang makes it 2 on the 40th minute. And it's disappointing because once again, it's a position where we've given the ball away. He's kept 2 clean sheets in this episode as Patrizio, but he's now conceded 2 goals. And both of them really were kind of down to defensive errors from myself, which is really frustrating. This is Bramall inside there for Ramsey. Back up there to Ozil. Back into Ramsey again. Great save from Patrizio. We could easily be 3 goals down inside the first half, and then there'd be definitely no way back from there. Ball out wide there is towards Bramall. Needed to be dealt with by Mbabu. It's been blocked there, and oh my word. How on earth has Ozil got on the end of that one? It's 3-0 and it's game over realistically, because the problem is now the AI, once they score this amount of goals, they're just, no, you're not beating them. I've given up. I wish I could tell you that I hadn't, but I have. It's game over. It ain't happening, Chiefs. I'm sorry to inform you all. Martinez is down the line if he can be found, and he has been found. He's got the pace as well to get away from his man. It's still Joseph Martinez cutting inside. He's brought down. That will be a penalty. This is a huge chance to try and get back into the game. Mustafi gives it away. It was great work from Martinez, actually, to get away from the first challenge. Martinez is going to take this one. It's going to be to the left-hand side. Leno doesn't dive that way, and Martinez gets us a goal back. Pick up the football, lad. Take it to the centre circle, and we go again. 3-1 then, after 53 minutes. We've got a lifeline back in this game, thanks to Martinez again. In the meantime, though, we've got to try and fashion a second goal relatively soon in this game. We might well do pretty much straight away here, as Sanchez has got Jadon Sancho in space. Martinez is there for the square, and it's 3-2. In 2 minutes, we've grabbed 2 goals. What on earth is going on there? Jadon Sancho found Joseph Martinez for the square. We're well back in this game now. I should have grabbed the ball again, realistically, but what a ball that was through as well from Sanchez to find Jadon Sancho. And I don't know whether they're in shock at the fact they've conceded a goal a minute ago, but they've conceded 2 now. 2 goals in 2 minutes for Joseph Martinez has put us right back in this game again. A rushing run here from Wijnaldum out wide here. That's a good ball to find Bramall into Mkhitaryan. But he looks if he's offside there because Cody tried to clear it away even though it clearly hit the back of the net. And Mkhitaryan is offside. We've got ourselves a lifeline here. 9 or 8 minutes now plus injury time to go in this game to try and find the equaliser. But here come Arsenal with Chiesa into Aubameyang. What a challenge though from Willy Bolly. That was absolutely brilliant. We need to get the ball back off Arsenal here, and even then we've only got 1 real chance. Mkhitaryan swings that one in, and Babu needs to deal with it, and he has done. Right, let's go forward again. Jimenez. Martinez has got Adama Traore running on in behind. Adama's got the pace as well to get away from the defender. There's men at the back stick. One of them is Martinez, but it wasn't a great ball. Leno is able to come and claim. And with 1.5 minutes to go of injury time only, that might be our last chance unless we've won the header there, but it's gone straight to Wijnaldum. He's played that one through now to Bramall, and Babu gets there. Bramall was offside anyway. We've only got 10 seconds literally to get the ball forward now with Morgan Gibbs-White. And the referee doesn't even give us that time. Injury time hadn't even elapsed. We had the momentum after scoring 2 quick-fire goals. We just couldn't find that 3rd goal and that equaliser against Unai Emery's men. We crash out of the FA Cup thanks to a really poor first half performance, really. Man of the match, interestingly, was still Joseph Martinez, despite being on the losing side. He did obviously grab himself a brace. Jadon Sancho with an 8.3 as well was impressive in that game, though came off late on. Morgan Gibbs-White and Connor Cody, as well as Johnny Otto, once again, actually, getting good ratings. Johnny Otto might be a silent contender for player of the episode, actually. Now, for those wondering about training at the moment, I'm currently training pretty much all the new players, and also Gibbs-White as well. So Lloyd Kelly, who is one of our backup left-backs and centre-backs, who's very much a prospect player, nowhere near really being good enough to start Premier League games or really even come as a substitute right now. So we're training him to try and get him towards 70. Jonathan David is also being trained. He's just gone up to 71 rating, as well as Jadon Sancho, who's being trained twice on both of his passing stats, and also Gibbs-White as well will remain in training because I'm trying to get him towards 73 or 74 even. Bit of a shame as well as going out the FA Cup. We've got an injury for Diare Samaseku. He's out for 2 weeks with a calf injury. So now though, time for the final game of today's episode as we travel to Turf Moor to face Burnley away from home. Had significant rest after that FA Cup tie, so pretty much everyone is fit apart from the injured Samaseku. The only real changes are that Helder Costa and Matt Doherty are in because why not? Again, that record there of being a top scoring team in the league, though our deficit has been halved pretty much since the start of the episode. Liverpool have clearly gone on a goal scoring run recently and they're now on 61 for the season. I suppose it has been a quiet episode as far as we're concerned, only 2 goals actually. Hopefully we can make it quite a few more during the course of, oh my, I can't believe I've just done that. Okay, let's rewind and see whether it's completely my fault. I wouldn't say it's completely my fault. I think Patrizio could have probably actually, directed it at the player that I asked for. Obviously, it is my fault for wanting to pass out from there. The reality is that he didn't actually aim it at the player that I was aiming for. Maybe I should expect that given I'm using a goalkeeper. I don't know. Personally, to me, however, it seemed like a pretty easy pass to try and make. That is all I can say. Brady puts that one in there towards Dendoncker. That's an awful clearance. What are you doing, Dendoncker? Why are you just nodding it on behind you? Good save in the end from Patrizio to try and redeem himself. But Dendoncker, man, what are you trying? Why are you just nodding it onto the back stick? Ball down the line is for Martinez. Will he actually get on the end of that? He's done well to do so, actually. That's now back into Jota. Sanchez over towards Helder Costa, and that is 1-1. Back level in this game. Good goal, well worked, and Helder Costa in for Adama Traore in this game has got himself on the score sheet. Really nice counter-attack started by Ruben Neves driving forward, and the goalkeeper Heaton gets himself a hand on the shot, but it's not enough to keep it out. It's too hot to handle. Thankfully, the blushes of Patrizio have been spared. That was so bad from me and from him. Martinez, good turn from him. Joseph Martinez with the finesse. Good save though from Tom Heaton. Martinez can make a chance out of literally anything. Now Neves, back heel into Martinez. Over now towards Helder Costa, who turns back into Renato Sanchez, and it's deflected in, and we're somehow 2 goals up. How on earth have we ended up doing that? Well, we're not 2 goals, but we scored 2 goals. Renato Sanchez, with a thunderbolt from distance, has turned the tables here inside half an hour. And did that deflect, or how has that beaten Tom Heaton? I don't know how he even got the space in the first place, because there was Burnley bodies all over the place. The deflection has taken it closer to Heaton. It's off Ben Mee, I think, or is it? I don't know who that is. I don't know who number 3 actually is. Whatever the circumstance, it's taken it closer to the goalkeeper, and he still hasn't saved it. It's poor goalkeeping, to be fair. Nevertheless, Sanchez has found Diogo Jota as we really start to build momentum in this game. Diogo Jota still going. Still Diogo Jota! Oh my word, what a goal! We've scored 3 quick-fire goals. Diogo Jota scored an absolute blinder. 4 minutes after we took the lead, we've doubled it with Diogo Jota cutting in from the left, blasting it against the near post. What? That was sick. Diogo Jota, man. So, what's been put in his Weetabix this morning? He's blasted it in. That is a great goal. Well, Burnley need a reaction, to be honest. They've been hit for 3, not hit for 6, obviously. They've been hit for 6 divided by 2 in this game, and I'm not really entirely sure how it's happened. Here's Jeff Hendrick with the step overs. That's into Lo Celso. Brings a good save out of Rui Patrizio. That was a really good chance actually for Burnley. Their best actually. So we've got an opportunity here for a free kick blast from Ruben Neves. I don't know who the other options are particularly. I think Neves will probably be the best option. I'm actually going to try and blast it for that far post rather than trying to lift it over the wall from here. Neves will take it. He's blasted it towards the bottom corner in the end. Heaton gets down well to save that one. Once again, Doherty does well there to play that one back into Patrizio. Been very impressed with Doherty's cameos in the second half of the season. He was a little bit average in the first half. That's why we bought Mbabu in the first place. But he's actually been very good as a sort of backup and a second option. Good passing play so far in this move as Moutinho now finds Sanchez. On rushing here is Ruben Neves. Back into Sanchez again. He's got himself some space. And it's just wide of the far post. Thought that might well have been thundering into the back of Tom Heaton's net there from distance, but it's just wide. This now is Robbie Brady. Man over is Wood. Now into Limbombe. Good save though there from Patrizio to deny the Belgian. 3-1 is the final score. Bit of a lackluster second half, to be honest with you. All the damage done in that 15-minute flurry in the first half. Man of the match was someone again who got substituted. Helder Costa with a 9.5. Good ratings again as well for Renato Sanchez and Diogo Jota there, both in the 9s as well. So as you can see, we've actually somehow managed to scrape into the top 4 in this episode. I guess 3 wins on the bounce is always good for that, and with 2 games in hand on the side below us being Manchester United, it's not a bad position to be in whatsoever. I mean, to be honest, finishing the Champions League isn't that realistic for this series, but I don't know, we've built a better side than Wolves have in real life. You've got to remember, we have got a better side than Wolves have. You can't compare it to Wolves in real life. We do have a good team. It's probably Europa League quality rather than Champions League quality, so we'll have to see how the final 8 games of the season go, but right now it's looking pretty good. In the background though, now you'll be seeing the Hall of Fame, and this is where all the accolades and records are kept for this series. Your top goal scorers, top assist makers, most appearances, youngest goal scorers, youngest players, and all of that jazz as well. And finally, in the top right of the screen, there'll be your option for player of the episode. There'll be a poll there. You guys can decide who has more of a chance of getting potential boosted in the next transfer window. Take a look at whoever was good in this episode, whoever you thought was the best. Vote for them in the poll. That though is going to wrap wrap up today's episode of the Wolves career mode here on FIFA 19. And what an episode it has been. A slight blot on the copybook is the fact we're out of the FA Cup now, but in terms of the league, it's been very impressive indeed. If you enjoyed this one, slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. It's the big red button under the video and it massively helps me out. You can also follow me on social media these days too. My Twitter and Insta are at @theofficialFNG and links are down below. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
I've been smoking and drinking. Say the weed and the voice got me thinking skeptical. Boy, you better know when I'm under the influence. If I say shit, then I meant it all. Had a flashback when I used to kick ball and the coach told me I weren't technical. Man, I lost all the air in my lungs and it's like a man took a low blow to the testicles. Now you see the spare time, I invest it all to the music. Dug deep, now I'm seeing improvements. Still forcing the